Backlash in Lyon, France is just one day away at this point. And the pay per view has four championship matches out of five matches, and the other match still is looking pretty good. So the pay per view honestly is looking pretty stacked, but these are my predictions for who's going to win. First up, we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match. The challengers Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus the champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. And here, how can't you have Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill win? I mean, they're known as, they're this dream team, this once in a lifetime duo. Not once in a lifetime, but this magical duo, right? They're this like big force that no one can stop. So how do you have the Kabuki Warriors beat them? I guess the Kabuki Warriors could do shenanigans, but still, I don't feel like shenanigans can beat the dream team. And I think you have the Kabuki Warriors drop the title to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And and eventually I feel like this title reign will end with the implosion of the team, with them turning on each other, much like Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler last year. But for now, I think that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill come out with the win on top and make a pretty good title run. Next up, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Now, Solo just got his first win, so now he's 1-41. He got that in Italy, but besides that, I think now you have the Bloodline start to win again, or at least Solo. I think that you capitalize on this new Bloodline getting more popular, and you have Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga win. Also, I feel like this is a great way to introduce Jacob Fatu into the new Bloodline, because that's what they did with Solo Sikoa at Clash at the Castle in 2022. So I feel like you have something like that where maybe the babyfaces are about to win before Jacob Fatu makes his debut and helps the Bloodline. Yeah, overall, I think Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga are winning because of Jacob Fatu. And then we have Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. I think that Bayley has not been champion for nearly as long as she needs to be. And that is my main reason for saying I think Bayley should win. I think Naomi, I feel bad that she's not getting a lot of good title opportunities or anything, but right now she really can't, I guess. And Tiffany Stratton, she's great. I like her. But I don't think that it's the right time yet. I think you have Tiffany get a little more comfortable on the main roster before having her become champion. Also, Bayley's title reign has not lasted nearly as long as it should last. So I think that because of that, you need to rack up a few wins for Bayley, and this can be one of them. So I think Bayley wins in what I hope is a good match, but maybe down the road you have Tiffany Stratton win. But in May of 2024, when Bayley just won the world title, I think you keep it on her. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. And this is probably the easiest match to predict of the entire card. You cannot have Cody finish the story and then lose it a month later. That just it can't happen. That would make everyone hate WWE. Cody just has to retain, and it's kind of like Bayley too. They've got to rack up some wins. Cody's got to rack up some wins to make this title run memorable. Also, like, they mentioned The Rock, they mentioned Roman Reigns. So you can't have Cody drop it to AJ before going up against The Rock or Roman Reigns. AJ's kind of just, I mean, this probably will be a good match and all because, like, they've been promoting, they've never faced off, but truthfully, it's the prediction, the outcome is very obvious, and I think there's no way ever that you do not have Cody Rhodes retain his title. Prediction: Cody wins against AJ. And then for the main event, we have Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. This is actually the hardest match to predict because at first you might say, Damian's winning. It's obvious. Damian won. But think about Jey. He got drafted number 1 overall for Raw for a reason. He was Raw's first draft pick for a reason. With Jimmy now pretty upset after he got turned on by the Bloodline, Jimmy, the man who has made Jey not be able to win any title, is now out of the picture. So now it's Jey by himself. So without Jimmy, and he's the number 1 draft pick on Raw, like the puzzle pieces align that this is Jey's moment. But Damian, he just won the world title, and do you keep it on him for the Judgment Day implosion? I don't know. I think that it might be better to keep the title on Damian, but truly this is the hardest match of the show to predict because I could see it going either way. I mean, Damian's not a true champion because he did cash in the Money in the Bank on an injured Drew McIntyre. Except with only the second ever cash in WrestleMania history, you had the person lose in a month. I mean, I guess it's Damian and Seth Rollins are two very different, and their amount of popularness is different too. But I don't know. I'm just gonna play it safe and go with Damian, but I wouldn't be 100% shocked, like out of this world, like no way, if Jey ends up winning. And this is probably gonna be the most fun match to watch of the pay-per-view, just because it's so unpredictable. But yep, don't be shocked if Jey wins, but I'm gonna go with safe option, which is Damian. But yes, those are my Backlash 2024 Lyon, France predictions. Tell me what you think of them in the comments. And yeah, I'll make a review video maybe a couple hours after it ends. Peace.